playing with nobody. Step in that ring with him, be prepared.
Oh my God! All day. There you go. That's it. That's it.
Just relax. There you go. Just relax.
It's gonna be a whole different side of me coming into the fight. It's gonna be like something just snapped, like I turned to a different person.
Ah! There you go. Right here, baby. There you go. 1 out.
As training camp entered a harder stage, Gervonta Davis pushed the pace under the return of coach Calvin Ford. The workload became more demanding, with every session built to test his limits. Ford centered the camp on refining Davis's sharpness as preparations moved into a more intense phase.
Because he understands that he got to put his pants on, training wheels going. You got what you for. Let's get it now.
At this stage of camp, Calvin Ford made one thing clear. Tank was evolving into a different fighter. Looking at how far they had come, he believed they were nearing their best form. He emphasized that the drive was still strong, and once every part came together, Tank would be nearly impossible to stop.
I'm watching the grown man. Journey that I've been with him, I know it's more to come. Because we reaching that pinnacle. Because he's hungry.
We unstoppable when we come together.
Gervonta Davis has taken his training to another level as preparations grow more intense for his comeback. With camp stepping up in difficulty, he is concentrating on refining his technique while also elevating his physical conditioning to its peak.
See some speed. He's like, yo, where the coming from?
Gervonta Davis shared that being given a genuine chance completely shifted his mentality, allowing him to break free from the limits of his hometown struggles. He also acknowledged the trust and support of Calvin Ford, saying it helped him stay locked in even when reaching this level once felt out of reach.
Make it out. It gives you that different look on life. It make you dream bigger than just your small town or your hard times that you've been through. It's crazy to me that who would know I would be that guy. I knew I'd be big, but I never knew that I would be like the guy that actually like break them doors. Calvin believed in me. Calvin believed in me no matter what. That's what was the important piece of me staying focused and I know I have somebody that's counting on me. Calvin
Ford noted that Gervonta Davis is fully focused and showing strong mental clarity in training. He said the team is gradually restoring his sharpness, moving him step by step from the initial preparation stage into complete, high-intensity camp after a long layoff.
I enjoyed it.
So, how are we with everything, man? How's Tank been?
In a good headspace, great headspace, looking good, you know, just trying to go through our stages, you know, it's like pre-camp, then camp, you know, get them from, we ain't fought in a while, you know what I'm saying, we was getting prepared for a road.
One of his coaches said that Gervonta Davis refuses to accept defeat in any form, especially in a matchup of this magnitude. He added that this kind of mentality raises the pressure even further and makes the fight more exciting for everyone involved.
I know Tank hate losing in Lamont. Damn sure don't want to lose, so it's going to make for a good fight, man.
At the same time, boxing fans have been buzzing about a potential showdown between Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson. As talk of the matchup keeps building, Davis has reportedly increased the intensity of his training in response to the growing speculation. At the same time, Shakur Stevenson has returned to training, putting in serious work as he rebuilds his form. He's focused on getting back to top condition and sharpening himself step by step in the gym.
We gonna lose. We can't lose. Because all we do is win.
Shakur Stevenson is concentrating on restoring his rhythm and improving his conditioning, gradually tightening his form as he prepares for future challenges. Shakur Stevenson has expressed willingness to face any major opponent that matters, with a potential clash against Gervonta Davis also being part of the conversation. He made it clear that he is targeting the biggest opportunities, looking to measure himself against elite fighters and confirm his standing among boxing's top competitors.
But once again, I would love to make the biggest and best fights happen. I would love to make the most competitive fights happen, and I would love to show the world why I am the best fighter in the sport of boxing.
On the other side, Gervonta Davis is also linked with a possible bout against Shakur Stevenson, a fight that many expect would see him applying constant pressure and bringing a highly aggressive style if it ever takes place.
I'm just saying, like, not even Shakur, I'm just saying, like, them as a whole, like, it'll be different, like, fighting them. It'll be more so, like, coming to get them.
You would approach it differently.
Shakur Stevenson stated that he is prepared to face Gervonta Davis in the ring, but also pointed out that the matchup depends on Davis's willingness. He added that if Davis chooses not to take the fight, there is nothing he can do to force it into reality.
Don't get on power.
I would love it, but at the end of the day, once again, if somebody says they never gonna fight me,
Then you can't rely. Yeah, you got to move on.
you.
Gervonta Davis downplayed Shakur Stevenson as a major danger, pointing to his more defensive approach and implying that his style doesn't apply enough pressure to match elite-level intensity.
To those who might be saying that, Tank is afraid of Shakur.
Afraid of what? Afraid of what? Us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it gotta be somebody hitting us and hurting us. Like, he don't have no offense. Everything is defense. Defense only win in basketball and football. That shit win in boxing.
Shakur Stevenson replied with strong confidence, saying he currently feels like nobody can stop him. He also directed his comments toward Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, delivering a clear message as potential matchups continue to be discussed.
None of these dudes gonna beat me. I don't care what happens under them bright lights. I step up, and the bigger the event, the bigger the occasion, I'm gonna be a lot better than any of these guys. So
Gary Russell Jr. called the potential matchup a classic stylistic clash made for fans, saying it would likely produce constant action and high intensity. He explained that one fighter is known for pursuing knockouts and dictating the pace of fights, which naturally increases excitement around the bout. Russell also noted that the difference in styles makes the fight appealing on its own, even without major promotional buildup.
Fight, he come to get boogie. He come to where if he don't whoop your ass, he gonna knock you out. Same with me. If I'm gonna whoop your ass, or you going out of here. Clean up time. Let's go. Styles like that being clashed against each other, it's gonna be a juicy fight. It's bound to be a juicy fight. Yeah. People's going to tune into it. That's why they really would tune into it, because of the styles. Now that don't need no build up because of the style.
Gary Russell Jr. described Shakur Stevenson as a very skilled and technical fighter, known for his sharp precision, strong defense, and smooth movement. He also pointed out that Stevenson doesn't take unnecessary chances, preferring to manage fights with discipline and smart, selective punching.
Shakur, he got a different style. He got a surgical style. He's a boxer. He don't get hit. He's not going to get hit. He's going to move. He's going to be smart and obedient. He's not going to try to throw no wasteful shots. And he's not going to take no risk for real with certain fighters. Why? Because it'd be foolish. His job is to win. And if he can do that by playing it safe, and he's gonna do that. Right. It's not stupid of him. It's smart of him. It's obedient.
Roy Jones Jr. also gave his view that Gervonta Davis is among the rare fighters who could potentially beat him. He explained that when Davis is fully focused and stays disciplined, he becomes a difficult challenge for anyone. Jones added that in his best mental state, Davis turns into a real threat inside the ring, no matter what is happening outside of it.
But don't get it twisted. If somebody could beat him, Tank Davis would be that person because of his intangibles. When Tank is disciplined and got his mind on right, Tank is a problem for anybody. Because Tank can fight better than most people think he can. It's just that sometimes his outside antics get the better of him, and it make people think less of him, but don't underestimate Tank Davis. Tank is motivated and ready to fight.
Calvin Ford also spoke highly of Shakur Stevenson, mentioning that he has known him since his early career. However, he added that Stevenson has not yet been fully tested against the very top tier of competition. Ford stated that a fight with Gervonta Davis would represent Stevenson's most difficult test so far, while suggesting Davis would not encounter the same level of challenge. He concluded that such a matchup would ultimately expose a clear gap in experience and overall level.
That's the one that's a 50-50 fight. I feel like that's the only one that's like, y'all, those are two God-level fighters.
Shakur is a master boxer.
Yes.
True indeed. I know the kid, he was raised up with us, but he's a kid to us. You understand what I'm saying? But he's gonna get his just due.
Yeah.
He just have to focus on his just due. And again, have you seen Shakur really been tested yet?
No.
His man, Charles Crawford said, his biggest, hardest fight is who?
It's gonna be Tank. I think so too. I told him that too.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do I think Shakur is gonna be Tank's hardest fight? No.
It's funny, they both say, I say that to both, when I said that to Tank and the thing, he said, hell no. I say, what you, and I said that to Shakur, I said, Tank, he said, no, hell no.
Both of them
they both
feel that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But when it really happened, we're gonna really see it.
Yeah.
It's just like when they talk about Devin's situation.
Right.
You know, it's levels.
Jeff Mayweather described the matchup as one that would hold attention from the opening bell to the final round, with a result that would be difficult to predict. He recognized the boxing ability of Shakur Stevenson, but emphasized that Gervonta Davis has the kind of power that can shift a fight instantly with a single clean connection. Mayweather also pointed to Davis's knockout ability, noting that his fight intelligence is often overlooked because people focus mainly on his finishing power. In his opinion, anyone facing Davis is always at risk of getting caught at any moment.
That's the fight where you're going to be sitting in your seat and you're going to be entertained every second of that fight. And no one knows how that fight's going to end. I mean, Shakur is a great boxer, but still, he doesn't, I mean, you know, it only takes Tank one punch.
Right.
And if Tank catches him, no matter how great he is, he'll probably go out too. You know, so that's the one thing with Tank is a one-punch knockout artist, and basically, and I mean his IQ is extremely high. People don't give him credit for it because of his knockout ratio. But the thing is that I just think that anyone that steps in that ring with him has a chance to.
Shakur Stevenson also expressed interest in a potential bout with Conor Benn, while making it clear he does not consider him to be on the same level. Stevenson maintained confidence in his ability, stating that if they were to meet in the ring, he would take control of the fight and clearly outbox him.
On my level, I've been said this, and I will beat the holy out of Conor.
Shakur Stevenson said that the skepticism around him only pushes him harder to prove his ability in the ring. He also mentioned that ending the fight early is a realistic outcome, adding that he would be let down if he didn't manage to secure a stoppage victory.
Interested because when I said let's do it, every fan said, oh, he's too small, he's going to get murdered, he's going to get beat up. So since y'all felt that way, then let's make the fight happen. Let me show y'all why I will beat the holy out of Conor Benn.
So can I just ask specifically, how does that fight play out? You think you stop him?
I think there's a real possibility I stop him. I will be disappointed in myself if I don't.
Conor Benn reacted to comments made by Shakur Stevenson regarding weight classes, pointing out the idea of moving back down in weight rather than competing at 147 or stepping up to 154. He contrasted this with earlier discussions of a possible fight at 154 pounds. Benn described that change in approach as cowardly from his perspective, while insisting he is prepared to face anyone no matter the weight. He also referenced his own move up 2 divisions to challenge a more experienced former interim champion, as evidence of his mentality. Benn made it clear he has no reluctance when it comes to opponents and is open to any challenge.
Now I'm dropping back down to 135 or 130, whatever it is, and I'm not fighting at 147. Whereas a couple months before, they said they'd fight me at 154. You know, so it's just cowardly, you know, because for me, I fight anyone. I've jumped up 2 weights to fight my arch nemesis, who was more experienced, you know, former interim champion, this and that. I'll fight anyone. Not bothered. I'm not bothered.
Shakur Stevenson admitted that Conor Benn has made noticeable progress and is no longer the same fighter he once was. He acknowledged Benn's improvements, but maintained that his own background and experience in boxing are on a much higher level overall. Stevenson also added that Benn does not yet have the long-term experience in the sport required to close that gap.
I think he can get better. I think he's getting better. I don't think he's staying in one spot. I definitely think he's getting better, but when I say green, it's just I done had a lot of years in the sport of boxing that he hasn't had, so he can't catch up to me.
Conor Benn responded with strong confidence, stating that he believes he would still beat Shakur Stevenson even if the fight took place years later. He dismissed discussions about weight differences or timing, insisting that the outcome would not change whenever they eventually meet in the ring.
I still smash your ass. First fight down at 147 in 3 years, and I'll still give it to you.
Andre Ward described the matchup as a very exciting one, largely because of the attention and anticipation it would attract. He characterized Conor Benn as a strong, aggressive fighter who applies non-stop pressure and carries legitimate knockout power. However, Ward also pointed out that Shakur Stevenson's technical ability, high boxing IQ, and control inside the ring would likely be the key differences, giving him the advantage as the fight unfolds.
And that's straight ahead. You know, he's going to step on the gas as long and as hard as he can. So I think from that standpoint, and Shakur being the smaller fighter, I think that's going to make for an interesting matchup. But I think ultimately skills and IQ and ability and ring smarts are going to win out again. I think it's going to net out with Shakur Stevenson being the guy.
That brings today's breakdown to a close. Make sure to stay tuned for more updates, and don't forget to like and subscribe.